Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carsino, and we want to know,
Have you seen this one? Man, it's hard. Here we are. Our 10th year of doing this show.
Yep.
It is amazing. Keith, how you doing, buddy?
And I'm doing pretty well. I can't really complain. How have you been? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, everybody.
Good.
Welcome to HYSTO number 230 in our 10th year of doing this show. It's amazing.
Wow.
I'm Jay Bullington.
I'm Keith Carsino.
And we have our dear friend with us, Erin Casteneda. Hello, Erin.
Hey, guys. Hi.
Hey, yes.
Yeah, when we were doing this movie, I knew you had to be along for the ride. So
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me on this adventure.
Right. Yeah, this is right up Erin's wheelhouse.
Oh,
for
I
sure.
knew it was. Okay, so before we get into the movie, let's talk about what's been entertaining us lately. Erin, do you have anything new you've been?
I actually have two things.
Okay.
Last night I actually watched My Mom Jane by the documentary of
What's
Mariska.
it called again?
My Mom Jane.
Oh,
My Mom
Mariska
Jane.
Hargitay.
Yeah.
Jane
Mhm.
Mansfield.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Jane
yes.
Mansfield.
She's
That-
the lead on SVU,
SVU.
Law and Order, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How is that?
So good. Oh my God. I hope it's nominated for an Oscar. I think it's
Okay.
a great contender.
I really
It is
like her
And it's a true
so good.
documentary about
yeah.
her mother, right?
Yeah.
Her mother.
Mhm.
and her dad too, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
And there's a
Nick-
couple surprises in there, so it's
Mhm.
not like just a
Ooh.
straightforward documentary about her life. It also in tells Mariska's life as well.
Uh-huh.
So it's
So where
really good.
Where'd you see it?
HBO.
HBO. Okay, I may
Mhm.
have to watch that later today. I really like
Yes,
Mariska
please do.
Hargitay. She's
Me
really
too.
cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. She's great.
her family history is pretty darn interesting.
Yes. Yeah. This goes way into it. Interviews with her brothers and sisters. Talks about what happened with Jane and the crash and
Mhm.
everything. And it was
famous Hollywood stuff.
Yeah, famous Hollywood stuff, which
Yeah.
you would love.
Oh yeah,
Jay.
you know,
right
I'm
up
all over
Jay's
that.
alley. Yeah.
And I mean, there's so
right.
much footage and pictures of old Hollywood. It's just it's beautiful.
Yay.
It's beautifully done. She directed and produced it. And
That's
so
I'm
it's
probably
so
going to
good.
watch that later today. Cool. So you
Yes.
said you had something else too?
Yes, I have one other thing. It's called The Luckiest Man in America. And it was on Sundance because I have that AMC Plus where they have Sundance and all that.
Sounds familiar.
So The
It
Luckiest
does.
Man in America is about the story of, that game show Press Your Luck?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
so
it.
this
I
is
watch it.
okay. So this is about this episode only aired once, and he won the biggest pot, like
Mhm.
a jackpot ever in game show history.
So did
And
he
so
like?
love
I
it.
don't want to put any spoilers, but did he? How? Press Your Luck is one of those
You
games
can't
where
Yes.
cheat.
Yeah. How can?
Yeah.
Did
So
he,
they
does he have
explain
some
that.
Okay, he has some
They
system.
explain that
Uh-huh.
and explain how the production of Press Your Luck messed up,
Oh.
and so it's all
Oh.
set on this one time period, like 2-3 hours. So
Uh-huh.
it's all in just one studio,
Oh. Okay.
and it just goes through the taping of this. So
Uh-huh.
it's like the behind the scenes and everything about
Wow.
what happened. So good, highly recommended. And it's on
yeah.
Sundance, called The Luckiest Man in
Sundance.
America.
Luckiest-
If you have AMC Plus, it's on there.
Okay.
The
yeah.
Luckiest Man in America. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It kind of reminds me of that one about the there's a documentary we discussed it years back about this, like a guy who was a huge not Wheel of Fortune but the Price is Right fan, where he would watch and he would remember every single price, and he knew it to the cent. Like he knew exactly how much every item there was.
That was a good documentary.
Yeah, that was fun too.
That one was really good. Just a little side note. My aunt, who is has passed, she passed away years ago, but my
Mm.
aunt was on The Price is Right once,
Oh, really?
and she
Really?
won the big deal.
Oh, really?
She won
Oh,
a grand piano, a bar, like a bar to put in your,
uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
and a
Yeah.
car, and she got a car too. Yeah,
Wow.
she can. Well, she worked at a grocery store,
Uh-huh.
and the game she got was the one where you have to
Oh,
like, okay,
guess
these little
prices of
items, you have
different
to add up
grocery
Oh,
these
items.
that's
items to like
perfect.
$7.
Oh, right.
And
That's
she's like,
right.
oh, boom, she got it
Yeah,
in one
that's
guess. Boom, she was
perfect.
like, I
No
got
problem.
this,
All
yeah.
right. I've been
Then she
training for
got the
this.
big deal. It was like we were just like, what?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I believe I'm right about what she won. I know she got a car, and I think she got a bar and a piano, and there was some other. I mean, she got like, you know,
That's
The
awesome.
bulkiest prizes you can
yeah.
Right,
get.
And I
exactly.
want to think, I want to say like maybe she sold some of them. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I was very very young when she was
Mhm,
on there. It was a long
mhm.
time
that's
ago.
cool.
But it's really cool. Yeah. Okay. So Keith, you got any stuff new? Any new things
Yeah,
you've been?
there's this another documentary. It's a mini,
We're on documentaries.
it's a limited series documentary about the yogurt shot murders that took
Oh, here
place
in
there in
Austin.
Austin.
Yeah.
It's limited series. I think only two. I think it's a 4 episode
Mhm.
series, and I
Hmm.
think only two have been released up to this point. But every week they'll come up with another one. So in 2 more weeks, they'll probably have all 4 episodes ready to watch. They're about an hour long each, and it kind of goes into they do different interviews of the police officers, all the family
Hmm.
members, those who were involved, the people who they were suspected had done it, and so it's the first one is a little interesting. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just knew that it took place
Hmm.
in Austin back in the 90s, I think, is when it
Yep.
was, and
It
so.
was.
Yeah, if and I also like it because we all are from Austin, and it's cool to see the skyline. And my goodness, in 1991, the
Old
skyline
Austin.
was
Yeah.
bare. I mean, there was
Yeah.
the clock tower and maybe one other building, right? That was
Boy,
it.
has it
It
changed in
has
those
Yep.
changed
those
quite a
years.
bit
Yeah.
since then. So that's interesting. I like it. I think it's on HBO. You can find it there.
Okay.
This other one I saw, it just came out. It's a 2025, 28 years later. I saw this. Have you seen 28 Years Later?
Oh yeah, the
Not
movie.
yet. The
Yeah,
zombie
the
one.
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, the zombie one.
Yeah.
I've
Uh,
heard mixed
Okay. What
reviews
did
on
you?
it.
exactly.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
did you think, Keith?
I also heard mixed reviews, so I came in not expecting much. So my
Hmm.
my expectations were low.
Uh-huh.
The first half of the movie, I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, "Oh my gosh, here we
Okay.
go." Oh
But
my gosh. But the second half of the movie, I'm like, no way. That's
mm-mm.
not happening.
Yeah,
No.
There's
that's
no
what I've
way they
heard.
would do that. There's no way that would
I
happen.
did. The first two movies were so good.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one was phenomenal. I mean,
The
that movie
first
is
one.
just, yeah,
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
watch that movie over. The second one, they did a really good job with.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I mean,
Hmm.
the storyline was really
The
interesting
storyline
and
is
the
good.
Right.
characters were interesting.
Right. Right.
This one, I'm like, this is baloney.
There's a lot of baloney.
Really?
There's like
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought,
Did
especially the
you?
first
Okay.
half, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't
Yeah,
believe they're
it
doing that.
started off good.
Yeah, but then I like the fact that there's alphas now. There's like these
Hmm.
super intelligent, strong zombies that are
Hmm.
faster, stronger, smarter, and so that was a cool element. But again, there's so many head scratching moments. Like, there's
Not,
no way that would
yeah,
happen,
yeah. Not
right?
to
Yeah,
spoil, I don't want to spoil anything
yeah. I don't
because
want
we're
to
not
spoil
covering
anything.
this movie, but
Mhm.
I just want to say one thing that the character that just ruined the whole movie for me, the doctor,
The doctor, yeah, yeah.
that
Right.
just that whole side of it just ruined the
Uh-huh.
movie
I
for
need
me.
to.
And I'm like,
I'm still gonna watch it, but
I,
no, no,
I,
it,
I,
I'm
I still
very curious to
recommend
hear what
it.
you think.
Yeah, I still recommend
sounds
it.
like a little bit of a Land of the Dead mixed with it.
Kind
Jarvis.
of,
Yeah.
yeah. I would say
Yeah.
kind of, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I would recommend it, but again, yeah, I
Hmm.
go in like I did with your expectations low, and I think you'll
Hmm.
be somewhat
Yeah. I
surprised.
mean,
Yeah,
it's
well,
zombies.
is that right? How can it
Yeah,
wrong?
I mean,
I'm
it is
pretty.
zombies, but
Anything
I mean, if
horror, I'm gonna
anything,
be
they'll
happy.
be nominated with makeup or
Oh,
anything.
oh,
I
you're
hear
right.
there's a lot of dongs in it, so I'm like, that's what I
There
hear.
well,
is.
it just became very tedious to me toward the end. It was okay,
Yeah.
we're just repeating.
Uh,
Okay, they're chasing us, we're resting. They're chasing us, we're resting. They're chasing us, we're resting. And then we get to the doctor story, and I don't even want to get into the fact that he did all that by himself.
mhm.
I don't
without a
believe he
ladder.
did all that
Right,
by himself.
I'm
right.
gonna have to rent
He
this
had
movie
time.
tonight.
He had
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had a lot of time though, Jay. But yeah,
I know, but
it's a
how
little
physically, I just don't see how he
right.
could do
It's
what he
very
anyway. Yeah,
very unrealistic in many different parts.
very,
And so
very, very.
watch it and you'll see what we're meaning here. So, but
I'm so
enjoy it. I hope you
excited.
do.
Oh yeah, I'm very
All right,
curious to hear what you think, Aaron.
sure. That's all I got. How about you, Jay? What's been entertaining
Okay,
you?
well, I've got a couple of documentaries also.
Oh,
Oh my
hey,
God! Hey.
we're heavy on the documentaries.
Yeah, one is on Shudder, and it's only one episode, and it's only 30 minutes, but I loved it. It's called a Primal Screen, like a movie screen.
Okay, okay.
And what it's about, and we're going to cover this movie eventually. And Aaron, I want you to join us because it is a 70s scary
I'm
movie.
there.
The
Okay.
movie is
Okay.
called Magic.
Oh my God!
Do you know it, Aaron?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Magic.
very good, very good. Because I know Keith hasn't seen it, and now I know
No,
Aaron has. Yay!
no
Yeah.
clue.
Okay,
No.
this documentary is all about these people when they were kids, how traumatized they were just by the trailer on television.
Yes. It's
What?
The
traumatizing.
TV trailer was so freaking creepy.
Come
It gave people
on.
nightmares. The trailer.
Come on,
Oh,
really?
and you'll see. You'll see
Okay.
when we get
It's
to
kind
it.
of
You'll
creepy.
see.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Okay,
It's so.
okay.
I mean, I thought this documentary was really fun. It's only 27 minutes long.
I'll
It's
have to
really
see
short.
that, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Shudder. It's really good. I wish they'd come out with a whole series of these. You know,
Mhm.
like the movies that wrecked me.
Oh,
You know.
that'd be great. Hey, work on it, Jay. Work
Oh,
on
yeah,
it.
there you go. There you go. Okay, another documentary is on Netflix that I really, really enjoyed. And I didn't watch this show, but boy, did I enjoy this documentary. It's called Fit for TV, The Reality of the Biggest Loser.
I'm excited to see that.
Oh, well, yes.
I watched The
Oh.
Biggest Loser once, and I was so
Uh-huh.
disgusted by how they were treating those people that I couldn't
Yeah,
watch it
yeah,
again.
yeah. I'm so curious to see the what happens beyond, like behind
This
stage,
Right.
behind
is
the curtains.
I
fascinating.
feel like
I
they
will
like
love
abuse
this.
them or something, like make them feel horrible.
Well, yeah,
Well, and
it was all
then
about
Yeah.
making fun of them.
well, and
Yeah.
also, does it go into how they are supported after the filming of the show, and
Oh,
do they
Like
follow
to
them?
keep it up and all that.
or
Yeah,
not supported.
or not? Right, that's how it. Yeah, right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. They totally go into all of that and the legal
Awesome.
stuff and
Okay.
all the
That's
accusations
okay.
of
Oh,
it's
sweet.
fascinating.
Cool. And where can we find this again?
That's on Netflix.
Netflix. Cool. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be checking that one out.
Ha-
Yeah.
have you seen on Netflix the short documentaries, the Trainwreck series?
I have only
Have you been
watched.
watching those?
I've got them all on my list.
It's
Are
so
you
good.
enjoying them?
They're so good.
Okay, because every one I put on my list is like, look at these. Look, I've got so many things on my watch list.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
boy, every time I see them, okay, put that on my list. Put that on my list.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying them because I
Oh,
wanted
so
to
good.
hear what people thought. Okay, awesome. Well, they must be pretty good because they just keep bringing out more and
Yeah.
more.
Jay, you need like a full terabyte of storage just for the list of movies that
I
you've
know,
seen
right?
and are waiting to see. My good, it is just I just keep scrolling, man. It is something.
Mhm.
It is impressive.
Oh my God. Okay, I've
Well,
got one more thing. It's a TV series that I had never heard of, but I've stumbled on it on Netflix. And it came out this year. It's called Leanne, and it's spelled exactly the way my sister Leanne's
oh,
name is
okay.
spelled.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Leanne. It
Uh-huh.
stars the comedian Leanne Morgan, who is hilarious. She's a Texas girl with a heavy accent.
Heavy accent.
And she plays Leanne because the show is called Leanne, and her sister is played by Kristen Johnson. Okay, she's the tall, hilarious actor. She was in what was the one about the aliens with John Lithgow, and what was that series?
Third Rock from the Sun.
Third Rock from the
Oh,
Sun.
yeah,
remember,
yeah, yeah.
remember she was the woman on
Oh,
Third
okay.
Rock
Oh,
from the
yeah,
Sun.
yeah, yeah,
Hilarious.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
And she's,
Uh-huh.
I mean, she's done a lot of great stuff besides that.
Okay. Yeah.
They are, I mean, you believe that they are sisters. They're so funny together.
Uh-huh.
It's so cute because, the first episode I thought, well, this is okay. And then you see them getting into the swing of it. Do you know what I mean? About the
Okay.
third
Okay.
episode, I was
Uh-huh.
like, these people are into this now. And they got these characters down. They really know. And it's really, it's a fun situation comedy. It's just little 30-minute episodes. And part of it, I think, part of the reason I relate to it so much is she's just so Texan,
She's so Texan. Yeah, has that
and
southern
the way she
drawl.
talks and the way
Of
she says
course.
things, and I'm like, oh my god. So Leanne is really fun. That's a fun show.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Okay, so we're gonna go from fun to, well, I wouldn't say not fun, but totally different.
It's a different kind of fun.
Fun.
Okay, folks, we're going to get into, boy, this is going to be interesting. We're going to get into our discussion. The movie we're discussing this time around is from 1968, 2001, A Space Odyssey. Let's go into it.
Dave, do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
No, not at all.
I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission.
How do you mean?
Rumors about something being dug up on the moon. I never gave these stories much credence, but particularly in view of some of the other things that have happened, I find them difficult to put out of my mind.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
The movie is 2001, A Space Odyssey from 1968, directed by the famous, incredible Stanley Kubrick.
That explains. I could not find the 2001 version. It was like it's a Space Odyssey from 2001. It's weird how they always put. I'm joking. Of course.
I mean, there are. I was like, oh my god, did you watch the sequel?
Right. Wait. Did I watch the right
There
one?
is a sequel, yeah. There is a sequel, and it's very different.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's very
you had
different
to
from
trip
this
if you watched
movie,
it.
yeah. It's a lot more just normal movie than this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one was not normal.
The stars of this film, the main stars. Oh, did y'all hear that?
No. What? No.
What's the anyway? My computer was talking to me. Y'all didn't hear it though. Only I
Oh.
heard it. It was really weird.
How
This-
interesting.
I know. It was like
Hal's already on
Hal. Here comes Hal. Here we go.
There comes Hal.
Oh my God. The stars of this movie are Keir Dullea and Gary Lockwood. I know they did many other things, but this is what they're most famous for.
Sure.
A quick summary of this bizarre film. When a mysterious artifact is uncovered on the moon, a spacecraft manned by 2 humans and 1 supercomputer is sent to Jupiter to find its origins. Now, it's manned by 2 humans that are awake, but there are also 3 humans in suspended animation for the long trip.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly they take turns, you know.
being awake.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like in
Manning
hibernation mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So anyway,
It's the only way. The only way to travel long distances is.
I guess so, especially when
Right.
you're going out to Jupiter and stuff.
Right.
Well,
Generational.
the funny thing is that it was supposed to be originally Saturn,
Uh-huh.
but they couldn't figure out like how to make the big
The rings,
planet and everything. The ring
Uh-huh.
it was too
right.
complicated, so they just
Okay,
changed it to
right.
Jupiter.
So stick with Jupiter.
Go, turn right,
Yeah.
turn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. It's like, oh, we can't be bothered with that. And the special effects in that. I mean, let's just start off with the special effects in this movie. This movie changed how movies were made forever.
I
Yeah,
gotta
they-
say, for 1968,
Yes.
it is done. So it's visually stunning.
Oh.
It looks as though it was recorded, recently.
space.
Yeah, right.
In
In
space.
space.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is
Keith,
a bit hard to pull off.
I wish you could have seen this on the big screen.
Oh, I bet it was fantastic.
It's
right? Yeah.
breathtaking.
Especially I'm sure people had not seen a movie that looked
No.
like this before up until this point. So.
Absolutely.
No, they used that turn wheel. This is like that turn wheel cost $750,000, which would be $6 million in today's
Oh
terms.
my gosh.
And that's the
And,
thing
I
that they were
mean,
walking on.
yeah,
to,
they were
to
walking
make
on-
it look
cool.
like
And I
there was
mean-
just that.
Even that the hotel in between the stop
Mhm.
with the moon, it actually wasn't very completed. So if you look closely, you could still see the scaffolding on like the darker area.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna go back and
boy.
look for that.
And
That's too
so,
funny.
and also the way that the spaceship was designed, because you know how it was like what looks like the Star Wars globe, which actually George Lucas says that he took inspiration from that.
Hello, yeah.
So you have that, and then that long span, and then the engine, how it was like that. Well, it was actually shaped like that because they believed that nuclear power was actually going to be powering the engines. So they wanted to design it where the engines were
was
so far
separated.
away,
Yeah.
so that they wouldn't
Okay.
have any radiation poisoning.
Okay.
So that's why it was designed that way.
I gotta say,
fascinating.
like a lot of the things they predicted are really, I mean, not
Well,
too far off of
This
what.
movie,
yeah.
oh my God, we'll get into that more later. But
Uh-huh,
boy,
right.
was this movie prescient. Oh my God.
Well, Kubrick was freaking out because he was like, he wanted this to come out before, because it came out a year before the moon landing, which of course started a lot of controversy about if the moon landing was real.
Which is
But
anyway,
yeah,
go ahead.
it happened. It happened.
Yeah,
guys.
It
come on,
happened.
right,
They
right.
were there. Get over it.
Right.
And so he was freaking out because he wanted to release his movie before actually space was shown in order to like, oh, that's not accurate or whatever. So he was like stressing to get it out quickly for that.
Oh, okay.
But it
that
was
makes sense.
amazingly accurate, actually. I mean,
Look good. Yeah.
as far as, well, I should say amazingly realistic. I am not a person. I'm not a specialist in this. I can't tell you that all the planets are in the direct alignment and all that,
But I know that like Jupiter has a ton of like so many moons, and as they're approaching Jupiter, you see all these little rocks like revolving around it. I was like,
that's
now
a great point, because I was like, wait, my educated mother just served us 9 pizzas. Like it's supposed to like like that's not Pluto. Hold on. But then you brought up the moons, and I was just like,
that makes sense. Okay, right.
Okay, so but long before we get into outer space, going back to the beginning of the movie, we are in a prehistoric time. And these creatures, online I saw them described as hominins. They're like ape men.
They're gorillas. Come on, they're gorillas.
And actually, they were actually French mimes who were hired.
Yes.
Oh, really?
And they were great.
Yeah, they were amazing. And Planet of the Apes, when the production happened, they actually asked Kubrick for help, and Kubrick was like, "F off, like figure it out yourself."
I've done that. Y'all do it.
He's like, "Y'all figure it out."
The only thing that's not realistic is their eyes.
Yeah, their eyes are very human-like.
Apes don't have whites in their eyes like that.
Right, sure, right.
But it made it seem more realistic because it made them those mimes were acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you felt their emotions, and they, the one tribe gets run away from a water hole, but then when that alien monolith shows up, and they learn, and somehow that it infiltrates their mind, and they learn how to use bones as a weapon, and then they are able to drive that tribe away. Okay, I have a story about this movie that I got to tell.
Okay.
When I was little, and we were still living in California. We lived in California for, I'm going to guess, about 10 years, till I was like 11, and then we moved back to Texas. But my dad, for a while, he was in sales, and he would have to go on trips, often to, I believe it was San Diego that he had to go to for this company that worked for. He really hated. He was so glad to get out of that and be able to stay home with his family. That was not him. That was not Dad. He wanted to be home with his family,
Right.
And I appreciate that very much. No, but he went, he was in San Diego. I think it was San Diego. Mom, forgive me if I'm wrong. But one night he was like, "Oh God, I got to do something, bored." So there was a drive-in near the motel he was staying at. So he went to this drive-in, and he said, he pulls in, puts the speaker. That's back when you have to put the speaker in your window and everything, and he's leaning back in his seat, and he's starting to doze off. He's just dozing off the front seat, and all of a sudden that theme starts. Woke him up like, what? And he was mesmerized by this movie. When he came home from that trip, he had bought the soundtrack album, And he put it on, and the soundtrack album scared me. I'm like, because the sound of it was so
Yeah.
weird, and you know,
Yeah.
I just got it got in my head. But I played it all the time because it was just, and I couldn't wait to see the movie. This movie, when my dad saw this movie, when he came home talking about it, this is what really made me realize movies can get in your head and change you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Especially
Yeah.
the music.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, there's so much in this that can do
Iconic.
it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
a lot of iconic music in
Well,
this. Uh-huh.
he actually hired a composer, Alex North, who
Mhm.
had worked on Spartacus and Doctor Strangelove.
Yes,
And so he
another
had
another
hired
Kubrick
him.
movie.
Yeah. And so he had hired him, and the composer goes to the premiere and none of his music was
I
used.
know.
That's when he figured it out. But they did use his music in a movie called Shanks. That
Now
it's
that I've never even heard of.
Yeah, I have never heard of it either, but they did
Mm.
use his music in
Okay,
Shanks.
but I did hear about him going and realizing my music's not here.
Yeah.
What happened?
What
So
a-
you forgot.
I mean, how do you
let-
enjoy the movie being like,
Well,
when's it coming?
Yeah,
and how do you
Right,
act like
any
everything's
moment now.
cool? You know.
yeah.
Well, I have to say though, okay. I was a little put off at first
Oh,
because the
I
first
understand. I was
4
thinking that while I
minutes
was watching it.
is all black, and thankfully the music was on, so I knew that it was running, and I can
It's
see.
actually a movie. Yeah.
Okay, but and I started thinking, okay, maybe it's an artistic way of showing the depth and deepness of space, is what I'm thinking.
He's
It's
getting you in the mood.
right?
Getting
But
you in the
for
mood.
Yeah.
but and so I thought it was okay. I'll be patient with it.
Mhm.
But my biggest problem with this movie is one, it's 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
You could have
I
told
agree.
the whole story in 90
Well,
minutes.
you could the time warp and everything like that.
But
Yeah.
but
Everything is too long.
every
I
little
agree.
scene is
So
so
long.
slow and
I know.
drawn out.
That's
Instead
on
of showing
purpose, but yeah.
instead
It
of
is,
showing
yeah.
I'm sure instead of
Yeah.
showing 2 or 3 kind of transitional scenes or transitional sticks,
Yeah.
they show 55, and like 7 minutes later we finally move into the next
I
part.
know.
It
I
was pulling my hair out. It was
I'm
beautiful,
telling
and I
you, Keith.
love the
And Aaron, I'm thinking this the whole time I'm watching. Oh, Keith. Oh, Keith.
Yeah.
Because
right. I'm
I
like,
haven't watched it in a while. Yeah, it's been a
son of
while since
Yeah.
I've seen it. And I'm like,
It-
oh, I forgot about how long these scenes
So-
were.
a
No, I
lot
forgot.
of long
I
drawn out.
forgot the whole monkey whole area.
Oh, I
because
didn't
haven't
forget
seen
about it,
this
but I
since, like,
forgot
high
how.
school.
First of all,
I mean, college.
I'm sorry.
It was just like
You go
I
ahead.
haven't
I've
seen this
talked
since-
all over you, Aaron. Sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
that's fine. I haven't seen this since college, and so it was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I forgot that that's where History of the World Part One like made fun of.
And also Barbie.
Like,
The beginning
Oh,
of
yeah.
Barbie.
That's
that's right.
That,
Yes.
instead of the monolith,
so
it was
many
Barbie
references.
standing there. It was a wonderful, I mean, this movie this is part of
Inspired
our
so many-
world. I mean, it's
Sure,
just in the
sure.
psyche of,
Uh-huh,
people who've never seen this still recognize things from it because they've
Oh,
heard
right.
about it or seen it
Right.
made fun of or,
Well,
or
I mean,
satired.
so many things have been spun off from this
Yeah.
movie that when you see the original, it seems so boring.
Yeah,
Because
it's like, oh,
it wasn't.
this is what it was
that
based
was
on?
it.
That's
But
where
what
it came, right.
Well, now I haven't seen it in a while, and I was so. Oh, Aaron, did you get your copy?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much.
Yay!
Oh my god, so
I got a
excited
new
about it.
I got a new set of Kubrick films that had all those movies plus 4 more in it. Oh, it's a wonderful set. I got it on. I
cool.
got a great deal on it. It was $30 for 7 movies. It was really
Wow.
good. Yeah.
Wow.
And plus a documentary about him that was really
Wow.
interesting.
Good deal.
But anyway, now what were we talking about? Oh. So, but I was so excited. So I got the new, my new version of it, whatever, and I put it in. And I'm watching it, and at first, like I said, I'm thinking, oh God, Keith is watching all these long scenes. But there's something about this movie. It puts me in a trance almost,
yeah.
where I just get lost in the visuals and the oral aspect of it, the sound.
Agreed.
So
And I sorry, Aaron, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's so interesting because it's supposed to be commentary on war and weapons
Mhm.
and all these things that are happening
And quote
And-
progress unquote.
progress, the
Yeah.
technology and
Yeah.
betrayal, all this is happening, but yet you're like, oh, nothing's happening. It's just like us, like people who ignore the news
Mhm.
or don't want to hear about the bad things that are happening. I just want to go through my life.
Mhm.
This is
Mm.
basically the movie.
Yeah.
Not-
Yeah, I was thinking I love space movies, and so
I do too.
I'll tell you I like the movie, the plot, the whole storyline. I'm all in on this. And it sounds beautiful. It looks beautiful.
Oh, it
It's
looks
just
gorgeous.
so stretched out.
I know,
That
buddy.
was
I
the
know.
hardest part for me to put up with. But
I mean, that's
um,
Kubrick for you.
yeah, and it didn't
And
prevent
it's
me from enjoying the movie, though. I
and
still
it's
enjoyed the
19 it's
movie.
1968.
I
And
mean,
I kept that
they
in my
had to
head
have
too.
an intermission in this.
I know.
Like,
I know.
and Carla, my wife, is like saying, she's like, why don't they do that more? Because these like 3-hour movies that are coming out, they're like, why
Why
don't
don't
we have
they do
intermissions?
that? Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that
Oh,
was
the
annoying.
intermission.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like
Right.
like we
Let
see
me
there's a
stand
movie
up a
that's
minute
two
and,
and
you
a
know.
half
Right.
hours or 3
Yeah.
hours. We're like,
Is that pretty?
We'll wait for
Was
it to
that
come out.
normal for that era movie to have like an
Yes.
intermission time? Okay,
For
that's what I
movies
thought.
of that length.
Of that
Yeah.
length.
Because
Okay,
I've
right.
got several movies on disc, like Funny Lady. I mean, Funny Girl has got an
Funny Girl,
intermission, and
yes.
so many movies older
Ah,
movies I've got that because
right.
they're long. Like The Great Ziegfeld has got an intermission in it, and all those
Mm,
kind of
I
movies.
mean,
You know.
Gone with the
mhm.
Wind.
Oh yeah,
The
Gone with the
big one.
Wind. Yeah. So they gave you a breather.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I mean, so much is happening, and it also gives them like here's chapter 2. You know, like
Yeah.
Sure,
it's part
sure.
1,
Yeah.
part
It
2.
was a good, yeah, like,
It's a
okay.
good stopping point for them to
After an
like
hour and a half,
leave the
go to the
storyline.
Oh
bathroom,
yeah, because
refill your
then actually the
popcorn.
story starts really moving, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
after that,
yeah,
Yep.
finally.
yeah, exactly. It's
So
true.
okay, so we have the apes, and then I love that image of the ape throwing the bone in the air, and then all of a sudden the bone turns into the spaceship, and we're in the future now.
Oh, that was
We
cool.
went
That
from
was
the
cool.
Well,
past to the future.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
well, it was interesting because I read that it's supposed to signify weapons because
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
monolith teaches them how to use the bone as a weapon,
Hmm.
and they use it to kill this other monkey.
And this is
Right.
what it's evolved into.
Yeah, it evolves because the satellites that they show, if you
Hmm.
look closely, they all have different flags on them of like different countries,
Hmm.
and the satellites are supposed to have weapons on them.
Yes.
So it's like it's these are our new weapons from bone to bomb.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
it's the progression.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like we said, millions of years later, Dr. Haywood Floyd, chairman of the United States National Council of Astronautics, boy, that's a title, uh, travels to the Clavius base, an American lunar outpost. Okay, during a stopover at Space Station 5, really cool place.
Yeah.
He meets Russian scientists who they're concerned that Clavius seems to be unresponsive. This base out there that they're not responding, and he will not discuss it. Yeah, I'm not able to discuss this. So we already know
Something's
there's
going
something
on.
going on.
Well,
Something going.
it's a commentary on the Cold War that
Oh yeah,
this is still
very much
happening. The
so, very
conflict,
much so. And remember,
the
this is
conflict is still
1968. You know,
Uh-huh.
exactly. And
Okay.
also a fun fact: the little girl that he calls
uh-huh.
in the phone booth
Yes,
is Kubrick's daughter.
yes.
Oh,
Isn't that cute?
really? Is
And
that
she was
right?
adorable, wasn't she
She
cute?
is
Oh,
so
yeah. Uh-huh.
cute.
She
Oh
was
my
so
god.
natural, you know. She
Yeah.
was just, I
Well,
mean, the way she would like, she's listening, but she's looking around and
Yeah.
that
doing her
is
hair.
very
So
no,
sweet.
that's very accurate on how a child that age would
Yes, it
speak on
was
the
so
phone, right?
cute.
It was
Yeah.
It was very
adorable.
natural
Right.
and
And they're
adorable.
like
Yes.
$1.70. It's like, wow.
All right,
Okay.
a
I
dollar
know, right?
70, right? They did not adjust for inflation.
No, they didn't. Made a little mistake there. Okay. So at Clavius, Floyd addresses a meeting of personnel to whom he stresses the need for secrecy. He said, this new discovery, no one can know about this. His mission is to investigate this recently found artifact, this black monolith. There's something about that thing that's so intimidating to me. I don't
I
know,
mean,
and the way it's
probably
filmed and the music and
the
everything.
Yeah.
the size of it, the
Yeah.
mystery,
Uh-huh.
there's no words on it. It's
Uh-huh.
just a black mass. And also
Uh-huh.
little like things that tell you if you watch the meeting, there's one of the board members, he's actually holding up two fingers and drawing out the monolith.
Hmm.
And so it's to say that we know of two of these, and he's drawing it out to kind of
Yes.
like tell us like this is what they
Mm.
found, and
Uh-huh.
that's what the
Mhm.
meeting's about.
And the one that they recently found, it was a monolith that was buried 4 million years earlier near
The
the
monkeys
lunar
left it
crater.
there.
Yeah,
Wow.
4 million years
Wow.
earlier.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Great. And the thing
4
looks like
million
in
years.
such good shape.
Well, it's just, I know it's flawless.
Yeah.
It's absolutely flawless. It's so
It's
creepy.
built
Flawless,
to
It's so
last.
flawless.
It is
I
built
know,
to
but
last,
it's
right?
creepy. It's so
Uh-huh.
flawless. But as Floyd and the others are examining it and photographing it, all of a sudden it lets out this high-powered radio signal sound that is just piercing, and
Oh,
I had the volume up so loud
Oh
in here,
no.
oh,
and when
Oh
that went
no.
off, it was like, yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
I had to mute it. I was like, oh my God. Oh, it's so loud.
So most of Discovery's operations are controlled by HAL. HAL is a HAL 9000 computer with a very human-like personality, but he's got this creepy, calm voice that he talks
Yeah,
in.
as soon as I met Hal, I
Mhm.
was already putting the pieces together. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
I think I know where this is going now.
there's
Right?
just
You know,
something
something.
so unsettling about the way he
There's
talks.
a lot of parallel similarities too between this movie and so many other, especially Interstellar. Like after watching Interstellar,
Oh,
Mm.
I thought you were going to
there,
talk about AI today in our world.
well, even AI today, but
Well,
like
yeah,
there's just so much. As I was watching, I'm like, oh, that is
it
interesting.
was a
Where
good prediction
yeah,
Mhm.
right, yeah,
with
but
Siri and all that. I mean,
Yeah.
I read up on what HAL was supposed to mean, um, which is supposed to mean heuristic programmed algorithmic, which AAL and
Uh-huh.
it's capitalized. So that's supposed to
uh-huh.
what HAL
Stands
means.
for, okay.
And it's supposed to be a fan theory is that it's supposed to be a knock on IBM because each
Okay.
letter is right before it in the alphabet. Like, there's I and then there's
Oh,
H and B
and
and then
M.
there's A, M, and then L.
Okay,
And
that's
so
really stretching it, but I don't know,
I
it
mean,
might
okay,
be.
so
It
this
might be.
also they also say because it was a knock on the IBM 704 computer that was it was the first one to program sing Daisy Bell. And so when Hal is dying at the end, he's singing
Daisy,
Daisy, Daisy.
Daisy.
So that's why they're
Oh.
saying that it's supposed to be a
Ah,
commentary. It's a fan theory. It's
Uh,
a fan theory.
it's
okay.
interesting though. It's
Yeah.
interesting. I mean, there's it could it,
I know. I was like the Daisy one kind of got me. I was like,
that
okay.
there could be something there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hal reports this failure of an antenna control device. So Bowman retrieves it out in he leaves the spaceship to go out to retrieve it and finds nothing's wrong. Meanwhile, Hal says, "Well, just reinstall the device," and he lets it fail so the problem can be verified.
No, he's like, just turn off communications. It'll be all right. And it's like,
Yeah, right.
hold
Yeah,
up.
that's Well, there was also a mention too as this other computer, like a side
Yeah.
by side like check computer, like a check and balances
Uh-huh.
one, was starting to like say, hey, there might be some malfunctions
Hmm.
in Hal's operating system or something's not quite right.
Yeah. He
And
was
then
like, it was
Hal was like, it's
contradicting.
right. The Hal was like, it's not me. It's probably human error. I was like, okay, interesting. But
Yeah.
that made me think like maybe it's one of the pilots. Maybe it's one of the humans who is kind of. But we
Effing
quickly
with
find
stuff.
out that Hal is definitely
Oh, he's the
something that
culprit.
they.
I mean,
But
yeah.
the
But
way
is
they
he,
were,
I mean, is he the culprit? Because he was programmed that way.
but okay,
So
so
in the end, it was human error.
but they keep referring to him as something more than just a
A
computer
robot.
based program because they
Hmm.
keep saying things, oh, he's excited, or he's
Hmm.
very excited to serve you, or
Well,
that he's feeling this way, but
Well, they're showing that this thing is becoming sentient.
well, they're supposed to. I think that they're also trying to instill trust in the computer
Hmm.
in
mm,
order to get away with the real mission, which is to kind of bring this monolith to study it more
Yeah.
and all that.
uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
so it's like trust it. I mean, it's so her is such a spin-off of this as well. The
Oh
Never Not
yeah.
Hawking
Oh
Phoenix.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
And
always keep thinking of Event Horizon. Have y'all seen Event
I don't think
Horizon?
so.
Oh
No, I've not seen
man,
it. No, I've
that
not
is
seen it.
a definitely Keith, you would like it. It's a horror movie in
Yeah.
space. It's a horror movie in
Oh, sign
space.
me up. That's
Okay.
two of my favorite
Event
genres. Yeah.
we may do Event Horizon on here sometime. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Put it
Okay.
on the list. Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
So concerned about Hal's behavior because it's like, okay, this is getting weird. Bowman and Poole go into an Eva pod so they can talk in private without Hal overhearing, but they agree we got to disconnect Hal. We just got to disconnect him.
I was like, why did y'all turn around to show the window where Hal can read your lips?
Hmm.
Like y'all were fine, turn the other way, and
Yeah.
they're like,
So
Hal, turn
Hal,
us around.
yeah. Meanwhile, Hal knows exactly what they're saying because he's like you said, he's reading their lips. So Poole goes outside the spaceship, floats away from his Eva pod to replace the antenna.
This is like
Hal,
the worst, my
Oh my
worst fear.
oh God, talk about a
God.
nightmare, right?
Oh my, could you imagine what's
Hal
about to
takes
happen?
control of the pod and attacks Poole, sending Poole tumbling away from the ship with a severed airline.
And
Could
And
you
it's
he's a
also
dead
like
imagine?
man.
and
He's dead.
spinning, and when you're spinning in space,
Mm,
you can't stop yourself, and you're just
mm-mm.
All
like,
right,
There's
oh,
right.
no,
worst
yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah, yeah, you're flying into the abyss. There's
Yeah.
no other way to look at it.
Yeesh.
It would at that speed, if you're headed towards Earth, it would probably take you over 1 million years to
Oh
make it
God. Well,
back
no,
towards the Earth, right?
you would probably not even be
Right,
Alive.
right.
a body, human body anymore.
No, but yeah, right,
Um,
no.
So crazy.
so Bowman takes another pod to try to rescue Poole. While he's outside, Hal turns off the life support functions of the crewmen in the suspended animation. So the only one alive now is Bowman. Hal has killed all the other
I
all
Well,
mean,
the
it was
other.
kind of, it was, I mean, at least they were asleep. They
Well,
didn't
yeah,
know.
at least they weren't in pain.
Yeah.
was it me or so the last remaining guy, the main
Bowman.
Bowman.
Mhm.
Bowman, he has no like affect at all. He sees his friend floating into the abyss and he's just there staring and watching.
He's like, oh
Like
no.
straight
Well,
faced.
okay, in my mind, he is trying to stay calm in a horrendous situation. That's what
What
I'm seeing. I'm
why
seeing
isn't
somebody
he
like, okay, I'm gonna do
Well,
because later on you see him, he's like his
what
well,
face
the
is
I guess
shaking.
that's
It's like,
kind of like shows his panic too, because like he forgets his helmet when
yeah,
he
yeah,
goes on there, and it's like,
right.
how can you forget your helmet? Like
um,
to go
But
on, it's like his
why
panic is
isn't he
there
immediately trying to manually override Hal? Like why isn't he just sitting there letting it
because you
all
have to
happen
ask
watch?
Hal to do it.
But
well, and
no,
also
it's a manual hit. You
he's in a panic to try to get Poole's body, and
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
Try to
Put
save
yourself
him.
in this situation. It's like, what the hell do I do first? You know?
they've got to
Mm.
though. I mean, they wouldn't have sent him up in such a expensive mission and important mission
Hmm.
if these people didn't have the ability to do everything Hal does themselves. I think Hal is supposed to be just, a faster, more accurate way to kind of eliminate human error. But
Hmm.
but it's just in case that goes off, you have like pilots in the air when they're flying an airplane. Sure, you can put it on, cruise control or whatever,
Autopilot.
Auto,
autopilot. But then if things go awry,
autopilot.
you have to be able to uh,
Know what to do.
override it and then manually handle the whole
Hmm.
thing itself. I
Well,
don't know. It just
maybe because of this movie, we have an override.
maybe that's what. Okay, it had not been invented yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
Just saying.
Okay, so when Bowman returns to the ship with Poole's body, Hal won't let him back in. So I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that.
So calmly,
Saying,
and it's so creepy.
and he said, "Oh,
Uh-huh.
I know, I love the way." I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Love it.
Dave. And
Uh-huh.
he said, your plan to deactivate me jeopardizes our whole mission, so I just can't let you back in. So Bowman has to release Poole's body so he can use the hands to
Yeah.
open the emergency airlock. Um,
Oh,
that's
okay.
why he had to let the
Hmm.
body go because he had to. It's
Well,
like one or the
and
other,
Well,
and he knew Bowman was gone.
he was
He knew
stiff.
Poole
Yeah,
was gone.
he
Yeah,
yeah.
wasn't responsive at
yeah.
all by then. Yep.
So lacking a helmet for his spacesuit that we talked about, he gets his pod so carefully positioned that when he opens the door, he's propelled by the escaping air across the vacuum into Discovery's airlock. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I had to
Totally.
look it up to really describe what it
Understand.
was.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so he gets into Hal's processor core and he starts disconnecting most of Hal's circuits, ignoring Hal's please, please, Dave, please
I
don't.
I do love that part where it's
Oh,
like
I do
no
too.
dialogue from Bowman, and he's just like concentrated. He's focused. Like, I'm
Well,
gonna
he
get this
knows I'm
thing
not
to
giving
you.
this AI
I'm not
force
listening to
any more
anything you say.
information.
Yeah.
Right. He's not letting it happen.
Hmm.
So
Um,
when he's finished, Hal's gone. A pre-recorded video by Haywood Floyd plays revealing that the mission's actual objective is to investigate the radio signal sent from the monolith to Jupiter. That's what the whole thing
Hmm.
was about. So Bowman
Which I'm
goes
like,
to
why didn't you just tell the astronauts?
why
Like,
right.
not?
like, I
Yeah.
mean, they could
I
have
was
chimed
just
in
I
on
was
it. What
just
was
gonna
the
say
big
that.
deal?
Yeah.
They wanted
Exactly.
it to be this big secret for some reason.
Okay.
Anyway, at Jupiter, Bowman goes to Jupiter. Oh, I'm at Jupiter now.
Hey.
Bowman finds a third, much larger monolith orbiting the planet, and that one is just stunning. The one out
Yeah.
as it
Yeah.
slowly turns in space,
Uh-huh.
it's just oh my
Uh-huh.
God.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
He leaves. Discovery in an Evapod to check it out. And he's pulled into this, and this is when he's pulled into the vortex of the colored lights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Keith, I got to tell you, this movie came out in 1968.
Right.
Okay. The 60s,
It was
were
right.
party
Sure.
time, hallucinogenic systems.
It's definitely
This
LSD
movie,
chocolate.
so many people would alter themselves and go watch this movie just for this scene and just sit
Right.
there and just go, what?
That's
I
what
was
intermission was for.
I
Intermission was
like,
for
eating the
intermission
edible.
slash
Yeah.
drop your ass.
The dosing period.
Yeah.
The dosing period. But it also again reminded me of Interstellar too, how time dilation starts to kind of take
Well,
effect
that was
as they're
inspired by
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, so many movies have been inspired by this. It's amazing.
Mhm.
And
Right.
every movie in space looked different after this.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and in the 50s and the early 60s, space movies, it looked like, oh, yeah, you filmed it in the backyard.
Mhm.
This,
Sure.
it's like, where you're in space. You look like you're in
Right.
space. It's
Yeah.
it's unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he goes through all these lights and a wild stuff, and I love his expressions that they keep going back with him, just like frozen in fear.
Mhm.
Finally, he finds himself in this large. It looks like it's been described online as a neoclassical bedroom. The way it's designed,
Yeah.
it looks like some fancy mansion,
Yeah.
old
Yeah.
royal
Uh-huh.
room or something, where he sees, and then he keeps seeing himself older, and then he becomes that older person.
Right.
Mhm.
That
Right.
older version. And it's like he, first standing in the bedroom with his suit, then middle-aged and still in his spacesuit. Then he's dressed in, relaxed, like just relaxing clothing and eating dinner. And then finally, as an old man lying in the bed, where he reaches up, the monolith appears at the foot of the bed, and Bowman reaches out for it. And then suddenly he's transformed into what is called, but many people have called the space baby.
Space baby.
This
Yeah.
fetus.
Well,
In-
it's supposed to be the Star Child.
Yeah, Star
what it's
Child.
called.
Yes,
Star
Star
Child.
Child.
Star Child,
Star
which people have rolled into Space Baby.
Yeah.
Child.
So he's enclosed in this transparent orb of light, and he's floating in space above the Earth, just floating. And that's it. That's how it ends.
It's
like,
kind
wow.
of a, I don't know, like an open-ended, subjective
Mhm.
ending where
Well, it
people
leaves
can
it up
take
to
it.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it leaves it
Yeah.
up to you.
And that's what he loved. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
right.
the monolith just is okay, this is the end of your evolution. Now we're going on to another one.
Right.
So we don't
That's
know
what
what our
right.
next evolution's
No.
supposed to be,
No.
but it's like it probably is going to be greater than space, like our evolution. I mean, that's giving us a lot of credit
Yeah.
because I think we're going backwards right now. But
Isn't that the truth? But
Well, we have to find out the truth. Like, is the Earth really round and things like that?
Is
you
the
know what?
weather
I think
really
we should
changing?
actually go up there. We should actually go up there and look.
Right? I wonder. Right?
I mean,
It'd be
let's
really.
think about this.
Have you seen that picture of it shows like all the planets and they're all these round planets and it shows like a flat Earth and it
Yeah.
says like, well, this is awkward or something like that. Like, come on.
Come on.
You would think in the year
Oh my
2025 we're arguing about something like this is
For
just
real.
a sign of the times, man. As sad as it
crazy.
is to say, sign of the times.
Not going forward.
No,
what
we are
was-
not.
Aaron, what was the name of the sequel? Do you remember? I can't.
It's like
Find it.
2012 Space
Two-
Odyssey.
Let me see. Was that it? 2012. Let me pop that in here. Oh yeah. No.
Because there was like a 2012 and I think 2021. There's like there's three books that were written by Clark, which he worked with Kubrick on this.
Can't remember the name of the sequel. This is
it's
crazy.
a 2010, the year we make
10.
contact.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay, 2010. Okay.
And it was done in 1984.
Oh,
There we
the
go.
idiot.
Roy Scheider. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
And not,
Roy
it was
Scheider.
it was not bad. It wasn't awful, but it was nothing compared to this. I mean,
Right.
it's
Yeah,
a
I
totally
mean-
different. It's a very much more of just a normal movie. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where I would not
Mhm.
call this a normal movie.
It wasn't groundbreaking or
A little bit of background. besides what Erin has wonderfully shared with us. Thank you. She always
As
comes to
always.
the table ready to go,
Always.
man. I
You
love
can
it. I
count
love
on
it.
her. Always.
So, a legendary filmmaker and visual effects pioneer, Douglas Trumbull, was one of the special photographic effects supervisors for this movie. According to him, the total footage shot was some 200 times the final length of the film.
Oh my
The
gosh.
editing. Oh
Oh
my
my god. Oh my
I had
gosh.
to add that because I knew
Oh
you were going
Yes.
to be like, what? It was
Lord.
longer?
200 times. That's like 500 hours
Yeah,
of content.
200 times
God.
the final length of this movie.
And and and
Holy
and they went through
bejesus.
the light sequence. They kept the
Yeah,
tunnel. So think about how long that really was, probably.
yeah, I
I
know, right?
hope the editor got an Academy Award for this or an Oscar because they deserve it all, man. My goodness, that is impressive.
So there is no dialogue in the first 25 minutes of the movie when this ending when a stewardess speaks at 25 minutes and 38 seconds.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
dialogue that we can understand because the monkeys understood.
Well,
The
yeah, the
monkeys were
monkeys. I mean,
communicating.
there's noise but no dialogue.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I
So
did notice that too. Yep.
in the last 23 minutes of the film, excluding the end credits, there's also no dialogue. So there are 88 dialogue-free minutes in this film. About 59% of the total runtime
Oh.
is silent or
I'm so
without
glad you
dialogue.
added that. That is an interesting stat. My
That's so
goodness.
crazy.
Holy cow.
Okay.
Now, some of it, yeah, and then some of it could have been fine. I think,
Mhm.
again,
Mhm.
it was just so many, just stretching out these
Too many
scenes.
lulls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too many lulls. It was a
Well,
lot of
I
lulls.
think he
Were
was
beautiful,
like,
but-
"This looks great. Let's just keep doing it."
Right. I need you to put these 17 in because I
Yes.
like it that much, and
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
care
And
how
we'll
long
take
it
these
takes.
800 out. Okay.
Right. We'll just throw in an intermission. Everyone will understand.
Well, to give you an idea of how it was received at first, at the premiere screening, 241 people walked out of the theater, including Rock Hudson, who said, "Will someone tell me what the hell this is about?"
I could see that. Another interesting fact, real quick, is that the space is Pan Am because that was like the major
You're right.
airline
I
back
saw
then
that. Yeah, yeah.
until the 90s. They actually used to sell tickets for the ride to the moon because they really did believe that people were going to be able to
Mhm.
go to the moon and Pan Am was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be part of it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so they used to sell that ahead of time.
That's amazing.
Elon
Talking
Elon
about
Musk. Elon Musk is
Yeah,
like, hold
eat
my
your heart
beer.
out.
I'll take it from here.
Well, he still
Um,
hasn't done it, but
All right, that's true.
or in that's truth.
his latest one just blew up.
Sir Arthur C. Clarke, who wrote the book and also who wrote the
Who
script,
wrote this?
he said, "If you understand 2001 completely, we have failed."
Yeah.
He said, "We wanted to raise far more questions than we answered."
Okay, I
That's
like
what he
that.
wanted to say.
I like that.
He later expressed some concern that the film was a little too hard to follow, and then he explained things more fully in the novelization and subsequent sequel novels. Which made it just more normal to me. Making it normal doesn't make it better.
Sure. Sure, I agree.
Okay.
Yep.
And the movie was not a financial success at first. MGM was going to pull it back from the theaters, but several theater owners told them, we're noticing, and we talked about this, all these young adults coming in, they were especially excited about the Stargate sequence under the influence of psychedelic drugs. It was
Yeah.
I know.
a big,
I told
Yeah.
Carla next time we're going to see it and we're going to eat edible in the beginning.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It'll hit right at the right time.
honey, grab that gummy, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm totally down. Yeah, absolutely. It's perfect for that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The critics, I've got 3 quotes here. Marjorie Adams from the Boston Globe said, "The film is as exciting as the discovery of a new dimension in life." I mean, she obviously loved it. Okay.
She got it.
Maurice Rapp from Life magazine says, "I'm not so sure many of us in the audience knew what Kubrick's enigmatic tableau were all about, but I do know that the few of us would ever look into the night sky again without a new sense of wonder about man and the universe." And my favorite one, Pauline Kael, who never, I mean, I mean, she's so from the New Yorker. She just says it like she thinks it. She's not afraid. And I love this. "It's a bad, bad sign when a movie director begins to think of himself a myth maker. And this limp myth of a grand plan that justifies slaughter and ends with resurrection has been around before.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
See, I like the movie more than she did, but I just love her.
Apparently.
I love her way of expressing
her
herself.
writing.
Right. Sure.
Okay. Now, the IMDb score. Where would you think this would land?
6.8.
It's so hard to say.
Maybe.
Because 7.5, 7.4.
IMDb score 8.3.
Wow.
Really?
That's
Yes.
a massive score for IMDb.
8.3.
I know, right, Aaron? Yeah.
Listen,
Wow.
Rotten Tomatoes. I love this. The tomato meter is 90%.
Of course.
The popcorn meter is 89%. By 1%, I'm still not a man of the people.
Wow.
Just
A lot of
kills
people
me.
like this more than I thought. Wow.
Oh, I know,
Right,
I know. So,
right,
Aaron,
yeah.
obviously, you recommend this movie. I mean,
I mean, and there's so many different spin-offs to this
Mhm.
movie. Like Spielberg released AI with
oh yeah,
right after
yeah.
his Kubrick's death, which actually Kubrick had been working on that movie since the 70s.
yes.
Oh, cool.
And
Oh,
he
cool.
gave it to
to Spielberg.
Spielberg.
he gifted it to him basically.
Yeah,
Silver was
so-
like, "Why are you doing this?" And he's like, "No, I want you to do this." And I think he
Finish
knew
it.
his time
His time was nearing the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I mean,
sadly.
our Chat GPT that Carla and I have that came out, we call it Hal, and so we're just like, we're gonna respect you because if y'all ever take over, remember my kindness and don't kill me because we're so kind to our AIs. We're like, thank you so much.
That's
All right.
I need to talk to you about the Chat GPT thing because I haven't used that yet.
Oh, we're experts on it.
Oh,
Play
really?
with it,
I need
yeah.
to talk to you about that sometime.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. Okay, so Keith, would you recommend this movie?
Oh man, as I was watching it, I kept asking this question in my head, like I got to be ready to answer this. And 3.5, almost 4 minutes into it, it was a black screen the entire. We hadn't even seen the first picture.
I know.
I'm like, oh shit, 2.5 hours of this,
and I forgot about that.
I actually had to fast forward to make sure the movie was working.
That is actually a movie, yeah.
Right, and it was.
Can you imagine people in the theater looking back at the projector?
Run the projector. Right, hey, what's going on? The sound's working. The video's off. The scenes, the beautiful. It was such a beautiful movie, and the music was fantastic too.
Mm-hmm.
Acting was a little shaky in most parts.
That's the director's direction, though.
Really?
That was his choice, not theirs. Okay, you know what I mean?
But a lot of what Aaron said too. The fact that so many other movies have used a lot of the content from this one.
Mm-hmm.
In their own, I think for that reason, I would recommend it just because
you recognize so many
right
things in it, yeah.
And for 1968, I think that this was just a super well done movie. I would not expect a movie like this to come out in that time.
Something that looks like this, you know.
Yeah,
if you like science fiction. It's like if you like science fiction, you have to watch this. It's like if you like Cubanism, you cannot not look at Picasso.
Oh,
so
right.
You have to look at
I mean, this is the basis of all of it, basically.
Alien.
And I'm talking about modern science fiction. It's not, like I said, the old 50s science fiction with the big rubber monsters and all that kind of silly stuff.
Well, and like that. Right. And if you do like space movies, and I think that this is one that you have to see for sure. So I would absolutely recommend it. I just wish they could have condensed it to like.
I understand that.
I wish that they would release another part of it, like an edited.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, they did edit it. They took off 700 hours of it.
a more edited one, so that maybe it would catch attention of our newer generation.
Right.
You
wouldn't lose their short.
Lose some of the monkey fight. Lose some of the
maybe
there are so many scenes that could.
There are so many scenes, right? Like they showed it docking. They showed it opening the thing. They showed it coming inside. Like, okay, you don't have to. Put
that was Kubrick's ego too.
It was his ego, and like I said, it kind of puts me in kind of a zen feeling when I watch this movie now, because I've seen it, because I'm expecting it. You were not expecting that. See, I know what's coming, so I just I just get into that.
Sit back and enjoy the show,
and
right?
Just enjoy
it's a ride.
The gorgeous visuals and the sound, and it's like and I highly recommend don't watch this movie in the middle of the day with all the windows, the shades
Sure.
open.
No.
Right.
You need to watch this
Nighttime.
in the dark at night. Yes.
Right.
Very, very much.
Fi-
And if anybody questions it, when he goes into the hotel
Uh-huh.
area, that's actually 1999. And so when they say 18 months later, 2001 is actually when they're in space.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
And so, because a lot, I saw a lot
I did
of
make that
contradictory,
connection
like,
yet.
a lot of people are like, why is it 2001 when it doesn't even start in 2001? It's like, well, guys, it's 18 months later.
Hang on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did look it up. I think Jupiter is about 880 million miles away from Earth, and it would take about 6 to 7 years to travel there, as fast as current technology would allow us.
Here in the age of Aquarius, when the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars.
That's why they had a pit stop.
Right.
Right.
I
know. And she's like, "Are you going to be back for my birthday?" "No, honey, I'm not."
Actually, I may never be coming back.
I'm a little too far away for that, sweetie.
Right.
Sorry about that. All righty. Contact info. You can reach us on. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find our podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Prime.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Wherever you get your podcast, we're there. I'm working on a new. Since we're in our 10th year, I'm working on a new website.
Nice.
It's very slow going.
Hey,
I'm not very good at this kind of stuff.
Hey, it's your
and
baby.
They've changed it from when I used to do it. Now I can't figure out what's going on. But so anyway, so be patient. That'll be up.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, but do contact us. We'd love to hear from y'all. And if you have any comments or suggestions, we'd love to hear them.
Yeah, agreed.
All righty. So you ready, Keith? You ready to hear what's in for you next time?
I always get excited about this part of the show.
Boy,
so
are
let's
we
hear
changing tracks? We're going about 30 years ahead of where we were. We're going to 1995.
Okay, mid-90s.
And directed by Beeban Kidron. The movie is, I love this title, To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar.
To Wong Fu.
I can't wait to hear this.
Oh gosh. What?
Patrick
That's
Swayze.
the whole movie? This is the one where they're like cross-dressing?
Yes, they're drag queens.
They're drag queens.
They're drag queens, yeah.
Okay.
And they don't make any bones about it. We're drag queens.
Okay.
So good.
Interesting. All right, we'll see where this goes. All right, I'll be open-minded. This will be fun.
I want to do this, and also there's another movie I want to do, and I'm blanking. Erin, you can help me. It's the Australian Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Yes. Keith, you haven't seen that either, have you?
Just say one word. I got you.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Priscilla is another one in this vein, but we'll get to that one later, maybe.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear what you think about this movie.
I will look forward to getting into it. All right.
It's an hour and 49 minutes. It's not over 2 hours.
Thank you. All right. I'm liking it already.
I feel like this one's going to go by a little more quickly than the last one did.
And honestly, the 2001: A Space Odyssey didn't there were some dragging moments, but
yeah. I
was still deeply. It didn't feel like it was 2.5 hours, if that makes sense.
I understand that, and I also truly believe that if he were alive today and making this movie today, it would not be this.
It'd be a lot different. Yeah,
I think it'd be a lot different because people's attention spans have gotten.
I know, right? It absolutely.
Yeah,
that's no doubt about that. Mm-hmm.
All righty. Cool. Well, we'll see how your attention span does on To Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
That's a mouthful right there.
Meanwhile, we got to thank our dear friend Erin Casteneda.
Thanks, Erin. Thank you so much for having me. This was
always a pleasure.
It's always so much fun, and you always bring so much fun stuff to the table.
That's one thing sure about Erin.
You got to come back soon. We'll
of course,
we'll find a way.
Yeah, and like I say, I think before we were recording, I was telling you about that movie from the 70s that I want to do.
Okay,
Magic.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll be talking about we'll be talking about that one soon. All righty. Well, until episode number 231, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carsino.
And y'all keep watching movies.
Bye-bye. 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 Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.